Hello lovelies, welcome to my channel. I am Success Mama. Thank you for joining me today. I'm just going to get right on to what I have to share. Today I'm going to be speaking to us from the book of Job. My focus being on Job, from Job 32 to 37. But before I get down with that, let me just give you a bit of intro. I'm sure a few of you know about Job and how the devil pretty much asked God for permission to tempt Job, and God granted that permission, with the exception that the devil would not touch Job's life. And we all know what happened to Job, a faithful, God-fearing man, and how he had everything and lost everything, and all of that came upon him, that even his wife came to the point of asking him to curse God and just die. But Job stayed through. But from Job 4 through to 31, we see his friends coming, three of his friends, Eliphaz, Bildad, and Zophar, coming through, thinking that they're trying to help their friend, even pointing accusing fingers at Job, and just blaming him for whatever situation that he was in and all that he was going through. But what caught my attention in this study, again, like I said, is from Job 32 to 37. We see Elihu comes in from 32. Elihu, being the youngest amongst Job's friends, he had a different view of what Job was going through, even because of the way Job's friends attacked Job. Job was almost believing that there was something wrong with him and there was something that he had done. But Elihu had a different perspective in the situation that Job was going through. Elihu was seen there as God's defender. Elihu defended God and kind of blamed Job in a way, like, it's like kind of Job's kind of saying, why me? Today's term, and Elihu coming and saying, why not you, kind of situation. So I'm just going to share with you 2 points that I got out of the responses that Elihu gave to Job. One of them was that Elihu saw beyond the physical. Elihu had a different perspective in the situation that Job was going through, so he was able to open Job's eyes to the real situation, which wasn't that Job was going through, but were trying to get Job's focus on God instead of himself, and questioning why he was going through what he was going through. And the other two, the second one kind of still similar to the first one, that Elihu's response to Job kind of magnified God and God's greatness, rather than kind of just having Job again focus on himself. It was kind of drawing Job back to the sovereignty of God, kind of stressing to Job to see the greatness of God, as opposed to just blaming God and just questioning all of those things. So just kind of to wrap up all of this, as I was studying this, what led me to this passage really was just kind of what we have, that is the kind of the injustice, the unrest that is going on right now, and just like every black skin or brown skin person, I was having a lot of mixed emotions. So I kind of was just unrest and kind of trying to debating whether to go protest or just sit back and not protest, or what not to see. And I just felt like I was led to this passage, like, even though people are seeing the situation right now in the physical, but God is kind of just, this is it for me, kind of telling me to look beyond the physical. We're not wrestling against flesh and blood. Yes, we can ask questions, we can say what is happening, but as believers, we have to remember that we are in the last days. The Bible says that the perilous time, we are in the perilous times. The perilous times shall come. The perilous times have come. We are in those perilous times now, and the Bible makes us understand that a lot of things are going to be happening in the perilous times in these last days. So we, as believers, we ought to look beyond the physical and see what is really in the spiritual. So once we're able to have that understanding and look into the spiritual, we're able to deal with these things from the spiritual point of view. Don't get me wrong. Yes, some people are made to, yes, go protest, yes, but there are some people that just need to be in the place of prayer. So if believers will kind of have that and prayerfully just seek God in the place of prayer and deal with those issues, then hopefully we can be able to control the chaos that we have right now. We are protesting, it's supposed to be peaceful protest, but a lot of people are kind of taking advantage of the situation and giving the people that are protesting peacefully a bad name. So that's kind of where all that shake comes in. So another thing is from what you can take away from the life from the response of Elihu here. So it's just, if we can look beyond what is happening, again, look beyond what is happening and focus on God instead of magnifying the situation. We focus on God. That helps us as believers to not have to come to a place of struggling with hate in our heart. I say that because I have had to like tell myself I am of God, regardless of what is happening around me. I cannot let my emotions dictate what I do. I cannot let my emotions, kind of jump here and there. I have to be at peace. Thankfully, God says that He will put in perfect peace those who trust Him and whose mind is stayed on Him. So just being at that place of peace allows me to think clearly and make wise decisions. And this decision will include, do I go out and protest? Do I go out and protest? What am I standing for? What is my reason for going out there to hold a placard? What do I really believe in? So I just said all that to say this, that while it's nice to stand for something, we have to do it with wisdom. And at the end of the day, we have to turn our focus back on God and just trust that God knows what is going on. He sees everything. And for believers, He wants us to come to that place of prayer. Once we can deal with these issues spiritually, then we can start to see what we want to see in the physical. So I just hope that I've spoken out to somebody out there that we just do things respectfully. I guess at this point I'm just reaching out to everybody. Do things respectfully. People that are protesting peacefully, thank you. And I just went out for a church meeting this afternoon on my way back, and I saw a very peaceful protest. So there are peaceful protesters out there, and thank God for you guys, and I will continue to pray for courage and strength for you. And for those that are taking advantage of this situation, I am begging you, please. This is not what this cause is about. This is not what is not trying to give the organizers of the Black Lives Matter as a bad name. Let's do things the right way. So at the end of the day, we have to come together in love. So right now, like, maybe a group of our brothers and sisters need more help at this and need urgent help at this moment. So let's just do things respectfully. So I just hope I'm able to speak to somebody's heart out there, and thank you for listening. Have a blessed one.